call to the ancient of days. Tell me what is going on with the youths in the land these days. I want to know what is going on. Oh, I call to the ancient of days. Yes, I see violence and pain everywhere. Not for little youths live like they don't care. Marijuana smoke and blaze everywhere. Gunshots bursting in the streets, can't you hear? Will somebody tell me what I've really gone wrong? Jesus Christ alone we know we can depend on. Violence and pestilence in the streets, man, can a little youth in the ghetto live long? Tell me what is going on with the youths in the land these days. I want to know what is going on. Oh, I call to the ancient of days. I see shame and distress indeed. I see kids who are raising up kids. I see fathers molesting their daughters. How can a man have sex with a brother? How can this boy escape his molester while this daughter is running for cover, being raped by a father or brother? That's why no one can live without Jehovah. Tell me what is going on with the youths in the land these days. I want to know what is going on. Oh, I call to the ancient of days. Tell me what is going on with the youths in the land these days. I want to know what is going on. Oh, I call to the ancient of days. Well, you time no righteousness exalted for nation, but sin is a reproach to every man. Listen to the words that we say, you know. I see men get dressed up like women. I see women dissing some men. I see little youths raised without fathers while their mothers are hustling in strip clubs. Did you know that society is corrupting? Those you look up to are deceiving. Lawyers, doctors, pastors and leaders better get in line or their blood is on your shoulders. I want to know what is going on with the youths in the land these days. I want to know what is going on. Oh, I call to the ancient of days. Tell me what is going on with the youths in the land these days. I want to know what is going on. Oh, I call to the ancient of days. Tell me, tell me what to know, yeah. I really want to know. Help me. So many things are happening. So many things are happening, I say, yeah. The conscience in the streets every day. Listen to the words I say. But I got you. Listen to the words that I say. The cries in the streets, oh. I'm sending a warning, a prayer. I'm asking you. And the words that I say. What is going on? Tell me what is going on. So many things are happening right now. We're living in the last days of time.
That voice we have grown to love for so many years here in St. Lucia, the voice of Emrand Henry. And it's one of those songs which never grows old, as Emrand just sets up his backing track, because the real mashup session that we have for you this morning. We'll talk about his music, we'll talk about his journey and his career, and we'll also do some caroling, some singing for us at the start of our Christmas programming today. Good morning, St. Lucia. It's always a vibe. Emrand is already on a standby. We've done the mic and we've done the music checks. He's just setting up the backing tracks, and then we'll bring him on shortly. But that song, one of those songs which never grow old. Delighted to say that I introduced Donley and Katie to that song this morning. I think it's the first time you guys would have heard it, correct? For Katie, I'm sure. But it's one of those songs which never grow old. You're 30 plus, you're quite familiar with it. we just had to set the tone for this interview using that song, using that bit of material this morning. We all know the situation on the ground here in St. Lucia, and the question is still very much relevant many, many years after he first produced this song. What is going on? Did you know Emrand recently got two awards for his gospel music? Now exclusively a gospel artist and a musician. He starts off our Christmas programming. It's our favorite time of year, by the way. Let us know how excited are you, and what are you looking forward to this Christmas season, if you are looking forward to it at all. Later on in the broadcast, we take you down to the Board Lake Correctional Facility, not behind bars, but to update you. There is a new guard at the prison, and we will update you on some initiatives happening down there. Emrand, we did the mic check. You just alert me once you're ready. We are ready on this end, and I know St. Lucia is indeed ready to connect with you as well. Emrand, good morning.
Walter, good morning, good morning.
Nice, nice, nice. That's the voice that we've grown to love. How you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm doing great, Shannon. I must say I thank you so much for this interview,
Nice.
I'm doing great.
The pleasure is ours. Nice to see you, first of all, and nice to hear you. It's been quite a while that I know many people here on St. Lucia would have not seen you.
Right. I'm in a lot of St. Lucians. Still think I don't sing anymore. I get that a lot. But actually, I've been doing very, very well in the gospel music industry. And I believe it's high time that St. Lucians are very proud of the hard work that Emrand Henry is doing. As a matter of fact, I just won these awards from an international gospel music award company in Antigua.
Yeah.
And it's a great, great achievement for me, and it's also a great achievement for St. Lucia. Yeah. And also my people from Fort Saint-Jacques. I'm from Fort Saint-Jacques.
But you grew up in Millet, you grew up in and around Millet, is it correct?
That's right,
Yeah.
that's right.
We'll talk about the journey, we'll talk about the awards and all of that.
Right.
But again, welcome to the platform, and good morning. Emrand is still performing, and he's in studio right now, so you can expect a banger of a performance later on.
Right.
For those who haven't been keeping up to date, what have you been up to, Emrand?
All right. Well, Shannon, when I came to the U.S., right, I was doing music and stuff like that. But when you're in the U.S., when you're in America, like studios are far from you. Everywhere is far. Everything is far. So I tried my best to stay in the industry by recording and still writing, but I didn't like the fact that I had to drive so far to a recording studio. So what I did is that, I'm always going on tour, always traveling. So I went on tour and I bought like a lot of equipment. I started my own studio. I built my own studio, and we started a record label with a friend of mine up here. And from then on, we've had a record company called Jamco Productions. Mm-hmm. And Jamco Productions have been doing a lot of gospel music. We actually won a lot of awards last year at gospel award shows. And this year, we just continued winning, won a lot of awards too. So Emrand Henry have been doing a lot of producing for artists within the Caribbean, Bahamas, Jamaica, you could say, Jamaica, Guyana, Trinidad. So we've been doing a lot of music. It's just sad, in the Caribbean, in St. Lucia, they don't really know this, but we do a lot of hard work in the gospel industry. And also, Emrand Henry is traveling, doing a lot of concerts and events. This week I will be in St. Kitts. I'll be in St. Kitts to a gospel festival.
Excellent.
So it's going to be epic. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Thanks for giving us that opportunity to catch up. Nice to know that things are going well in the gospel music industry.
Right.
It's one of those segments, one of those genres which really hasn't catch on here in St. Lucia. What do you think needs to be done to ensure that the gospel music has a greater impact here?
I believe what needs to be done, and a lot of solutions might be surprised at what I say. I believe what should be done is that we should raise icons. Emrand Henry is an icon, he's a gospel music icon. Just like we got Boo, we got Teddyson, wherever you go, say, yeah, when you talk about music, you talk about Boo, you talk about Teddyson, you talk about Ricky T, all these other guys. We need to raise the icons that are in from gospel music in St. Lucia. Give us platform, make an awareness. The gatekeepers that are in St. Lucia, look out for us because we are doing a lot of hard work. And when you open doors for us, for example, create events like we watch the channel. We never had a gospel music festival in St. Lucia.
Yeah.
So that is a very big problem. But I promise you, we're gonna change that next year. We're gonna change it. Because at the end of the day, we kind of tired of knocking on doors. It's high time that we become doors, and then we create our own events. And I don't blame radio stations anymore. I used to blame the radio stations for not playing my music and stuff like that. But there is what you call programming, and certain stations have their own programming. But it's time that we gospel artists, we take our stand and do what we gotta do. Do the events, do the big events so that they can say, wow, these are gospel artists from St.
It
Lucia.
generated numbers as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Because watch this, Shannon. I travel a lot. St. Lucians don't know that, but I travel a lot. And everywhere I travel, right, I normally ask for St. Lucians. There's a time when you say, hey, anybody from Guyana? People that scream St. Vincent. Imagine St. Vincent, Shannon. People from St. Vincent follow me. Come to events just to see me perform. And when I say St. Lucia, there's nobody. So we want to change that and create an awareness of gospel music in St. Lucia. And I've gone to places like to churches, to events, and I see everybody's flag lifted up during the event. When I look for St. Lucian's flag, I was like, yo, where's the St. Lucian flag? I'm from St. Lucia. You hired me here to do an event, and where is my flag?
I can guarantee you it's not that they're not St. Lucians in the audience, but it's a bigger discussion about our St. Lucian pride. But we're here to celebrate the good music that you continue to produce and your strides
That's it.
within the industry. One more, all the social ills. How do you think gospel music can help change all what we see in the bad pictures that we're seeing now viral from St. Lucia?
Right. I believe, as the Bible says, you train up a child in the way they should go, right? And having a spiritual background as a Christian, it helps you. It helps you with how you handle situations. For example, we have like a lot of gun crimes in St. Lucia where young people are just gunning down each other. In the Bible, you're able to know about what forgiveness is, what self-control, the fruits of the Spirit of God. If we teach our children the Bible, the Word of God, they are able to make better decisions when it comes to conflict, when it comes to assaults. You're able to forgive somebody. You could get angry because God got angry. In the whole Bible, God got angry, but he never sinned. You understand? And as a human being, you have emotions. You will express emotions, but it's what you do after that. So this is where the Bible comes. This is where Christianity comes. We are taught and trained how to diffuse conflict, to have self-control. And I believe if we train our children in the Word of God, a lot of what's happening in St. Lucia, it could stop. Because another thing, Shannon, is you have to understand from the Garden of Eden, right? The devil's plan was to break the family apart. You understand? Yeah. And most times, everything that is happening in not just St. Lucia, but we have that problem, that crime problem all over the world. A lot of problems that are happening with young people, older people, or with people in general happen through broken foundations in the family. When you hear about molestation, there's a lot of molestation going around all over the Caribbean, not just St. Lucia, all over the Caribbean. Molestation, rape, and stuff like that. These things happen because there was a breakdown in the family. And whenever the enemy can enter into the family and destroy the family from its roots, what happens is that you find a lot of generational curses. Like people you will have somebody say, yo, your father was a murderer, now you are a murderer, you know, now you're going to prison. These are generational curses. They are spiritual attacks that came from foundations. You know.
That right there is so deep, and I'm happy that we got the opportunity to have you on Monday to have a discussion like this going into the new week and to start off our Christmas programming, because that's the real essence of what the festive season should be, a period of reflection, a period of knowing the true meaning of what Christmas and where Christmas started from. Emrand, when did and how did you decide perhaps now is the time for me to make that transition and gospel music is my real calling?
I made that call from, from since Starquest. I was doing gospel music like 2003. In 2003, I was still doing gospel music. I was doing a lot of events. And after I won Starquest, what happened is that Starquest took me to a next level. I got bookings. I mean, I've traveled to Africa. I've performed in Africa, in Belgium, in France, in almost all the islands of the Caribbean, So before the Starquest event, I was already a gospel artist doing a lot of good work. And I knew I would have been a gospel artist when even in church, when I was called to sing, I was always shy. I never wanted to do anything to do any singing, any music, nothing like that. But I was always called to the forefront. In church they say, come sing a special. So I was always called to sing a special. And I was very good at what I did, So from then on, it's like I started writing my own songs. And in writing my own songs, I said, yeah, there's a calling behind that. It's like people enjoyed my thoughts. People enjoyed my creativity. People enjoyed the message that I brought in at an early age in music. And from then on, I've been writing and singing and doing great stuff.
Excellent. Do me a favor, my good man. Let's celebrate for a while. The two awards which you showed us a short while ago, I want you to put them up again so that the country can see and appreciate the recognition that you're receiving from the industry. This one is for what?
All right, so this one is for Regional Artist of the Decade, and this is huge. Regional Artist of the Decade. While people are thinking that I'm not doing music anymore, but I've been doing music, and I beat a lot of big guns.
This one is huge.
This is huge. Regional Artist of the Decade for music excellence. So, St. Lucia, I want you to know that you have an ambassador, a gospel music ambassador who's lifting this the flag with excellence. I carry the flag. It's a heavy flag, but it's a job that I could do. All right, and I won Best Soca for a song I helped produce. Jamco Productions. The beat was produced by Samuel Beaton. I mixed and mastered the whole project. Best Soca, Shift the Atmosphere. This song was released last year because of everything that was happening during the pandemic. I got my pen, my paper. I wrote this song because people were just dying around me during the pandemic. I have friends who died through COVID, and I said, let me write a song that could actually lift people's spirit. And this gospel soca song was called Shift the Atmosphere. And it won Best Gospel Soca Award this year at the ABGMA, the Antigua and Barbuda Gospel Music Awards.
Yeah, let's start off by extending congratulations to you. Job well done. It shows your continued progress. It shows the quality behind your craft. So from all of us here, job well done, Emrand.
Thank you very much, Shannon. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. You've performed around the world. Share with us some stops along the journey and some of the highlights thus far.
Right. One of the highlights of my career was back in 2019. That was before COVID. I had the opportunity to sing in Costa Rica. You know, I've never been to Costa Rica to do a gospel festival, and I got the booking to go there December 2019. When I went to Costa Rica, I didn't know the kids loved Emrand Henry and his music so much. We had like thousands of people, thousands, I mean thousands of young people at that event. And when the show was over, you know, when I finished doing my thing and everything, and another thing is that before I was called on stage, they were trying to say they're going to introduce me on stage as Emrand Henry from Jamaica.
No,
So
that wouldn't work with you.
I was like, I had to stop them immediately. I was like, no, 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 no. I'm not from Jamaica. I mean, I sound Jamaica a bit, but I'm from St. Lucia. They were like, St. Lucia, where's that? Is that a part is that somewhere in New York or somewhere in America? I said, no. I took my phone, I Googled St. Lucia, I showed them, this is where I'm from. This is this little island that I'm from. They were like, wow. So I told them more about it, and then I was introduced as Emrand Henry from St. Lucia. And then after the show, Shannon, when I was done, what really touched me was that you know, after the show you go there, you have an opportunity to take pictures with your fans and stuff like that. And there was a young man who came to me and said, Emrand, man, I am so happy to see you. He said, I traveled 4 hours just to come hear you sing one song called Bad Man Roll. When he said that, man, I almost got teary-eyed, you know, because this man drove for hours just to hear me sing one song. He just wanted to hear this song because this is his favorite song. So this was the highlight, like one of the highlights of my career, you know.
It must be touching for you to see the impact that the music has on your fans, how it helps to change lives, the gospel music.
Right. Yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to, you know, when I record music and I produce music, you know, it's always like when you're giving birth to a baby. You never know like how it's gonna come out, if people gonna like it, you know. But you create something and this thing have life, and when you release it on the radio stations, people now they say, "Wow, this is a beautiful song. Your message is touching us. Your message is a blessing to us." And the way I write music is that I write music out of my experience, out of things I've been through. For example, one of my biggest songs right now is a song called "Because of His Goodness." And Shannon, I got this song because of multiple miscarriage. My wife and I, we've been married for 10 years and we had like multiple miscarriage, and you know, the doctors gave up on us. They said, you know, you guys should adopt a child. And my wife looked at the doctor and said, if you cannot do it, Jesus will do it. You know, and the doctor was like, wow, you got a lot of faith. And you know, we tried, nothing happened. We tried. I mean, there are times I'm traveling, going on tour, Shannon, and my wife is having a miscarriage, and I have to sing in front of thousands of kids, thousands of people. And you know, sometimes I'm singing and I'm singing out of a pain. You understand? Yep. And then one day, you know, I thank God for prayer. I thank God for strong people around me. I got like a lot of strong people all over the world around me. And then prayers were prayed over me, you know. And let me tell you, we tried again. And right now, I'm the proud father of 2 beautiful daughters.
Excellent.
2 beautiful, healthy daughters. And I wrote this song this year because of His goodness. And this song have been topping the charts all over the world. It's a powerful gospel soca song. And I just want to thank God, you know, for sometimes we get an experience and we say like, oh God, why me? What you got to say is, why not me? What am I going to learn from this? There is something that is going to come out of this, and this thing will not kill me. What don't kill me only make me stronger, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. The goodness of His Almighty's graces, Emrand, I tell you.
That's right. That's right.
You find it easier producing gospel music now? Is it easier for you?
Well, I will tell you, if I build a house, I should be able to live under this roof. So yes, it is very easy to write gospel music because of where I am, where I am based. I am a Christian, and I write music from the spiritual place where I come from. Yeah. You understand? And the spiritual place is in the presence of God, and that's where I write my music. I write my songs with scriptures in it. You know, because I always read the scriptures, and it's with the scriptures I get guidance, I get protection from the enemy. You know, because we know the Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. There's a spiritual war happening, and it manifests in the natural. But you know, on our own, we cannot fight spiritual attacks with our own strength. But we always need the strength of God, and with the strength of God, we are able to block attacks. You know, so that's it.
Emrand Henry is on live with us here this morning. You can call and connect with Emrand using the Flow landline 4500 4500 or send us WhatsApp as well at 5840600. Emrand, let's take in a bit of some of the performance, and then we'll continue our conversation here. It's the start of our Christmas programming, and we know that you produce some excellent Christmas music as well.
Right. Just let me know if you guys will hear the music. Hold on. Let me just change my connections a bit.
Sure. As soon as you're ready, you do so. We'll do a test. And
1, 2. You hearing me?
Yeah,
just
we
give me a
can hear
thumbs
you
up.
loud and
Thumbs
clear.
up if you're hearing. Okay. Just let me know when you're ready.
We're ready for you as you're ready. So
You hearing the music?
We're hearing the music. So here's what Emrand. Here's what we're hearing the music loud and clear. Everything is coming on nice here on our end. It's the start of our Christmas programming. Emrand Henry is live. We just need to extend the Zoom, Emrand. So just stand by. Give us 1 minute. You would need to reconnect to the invite, and then we'll continue with the entire program. He's going to perform now, and then we'll continue our discussion. So, an opportunity, St. Lucia, for you to share the live feed if you are on Facebook, or call a friend and tell a friend to tune in to Hot 7 TV right now via the mobile application or the plug and play. Emrand, stand by. We'll reconnect momentarily. Let's take a quick pause, Dan. We stay on. Let's not pause. Let's stay on. And Katie will do her stuff. We'll reconnect with Emrand in just about 60 seconds time. Later on, we will go down to the Bodley Correctional Facility. We won't take you behind bars, but we will take you to Bodley. There's a new guard in charge at the prison, and already there is some work towards restoring normalcy and restoring the functions of the prison under the new administration of Mr. Vern God. We'll tell you lots more shortly, but we're starting off our Christmas programming here this morning. Monday, November 14th is my favorite time of year. Let me know what is your highlight annually for Christmas. There's no snow here, but there's lots of good vibes in our domain on our platform. Good morning, St. Lucia. Emrand just has to reconnect. Right, we told you 60 seconds, and we keep our promises as much as possible, technology permitting.
Right.
Emrand,
Right.
as soon as you're ready, we are ready on our end.
All right. Okay. Let me get this ready.
Good morning. If you just joined us, it's a vibe at sunrise this morning with Emrand Henry at the start of our Christmas program.
Whoa, la, la, la.
Yes. Emrand Henry again.
Whoa.
What is it?
Yeah, 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 yeah. All right.
That's it, yes.
St. Lucia, how you na 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 na. Yeah, 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 yeah. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. I feel it there. Pick up forces that right now. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Listen. As long as they health inside my body, I feel it there. As long as my friends them feeling healthy, I feel it there. As long as it's all about the Savior, I feel it there. Hold on. Bring out the sorrel and ginger bakers. I feel it there. In the house and then we put the curtains. I feel it there. Take the cake and put it on the table. I feel it there. Emrand and Reagan. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Hey, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Somebody say Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. I feel it there. Hey, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Hey, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. I feel it there. Listen, don't forget the reason for the season. I feel it there. It's the birth of Jesus Christ, the Savior. I feel it there. Everybody shouting hallelujah. I feel it there. Oh, yeah. Christmas, Christmas. Oh, yeah. Looking ever ready to come over. I feel it there. If you're feeling the Christmas vibe, wherever you are right now, I want you to wave your hand. Wave your hand with me and say, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. I feel it there. I feel it already now. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. St. Lucia, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Hey, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. I feel it there. Oh, hey, it's the Christmas time now. As long as them friends are feeling healthy, as long as it's all about the Savior, I feel it there. Bring out the sorrel and ginger bakers. In the house and there we put the curtain. Make the cake and put it on the table. I feel it there. You know I'm from Soufre, so postage are Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Millet, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. St. Lucia, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. I feel it there. Oh, na, 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 na. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. All right. Jamco Productions in the building. Oh, na, 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 na. Big up Shannon on in the place right now. All right. It's Christmas, the best time of the year. We celebrate it, the best time of the year. This is Christmas, the best time of the year. We celebrate it, the best time of the year. Boy, if it was not for Jesus, boy, there would not be no Christmas. So come on with your family. I want you to come and join with. All right. We celebrating the Savior's birth. The King of Glory came down to earth to save humanity, make the world a better place. Come celebrate with me. This is Christmas, the best time of the year. We celebrating the best time of the year. Well, this is Christmas, the best time of the year. We celebrating the best time of the year. All right. You wake up in the morning, see your neighbor dancing. All right. Little children singing. Hey. Jingle bells ringing. All right. They celebrated the Savior's birth, the King of Glory who came down to earth. He
live on Hot 7 TV. Good morning, St. Lucia. It's the start of our Christmas programming here on the platform. There's lots more in stock. Emrand, you want to touch that button again, or you want to give yourself chance
Yeah.
to catch a breather?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Emrand Henry doing his thing, performing live. That voice we love and have grown to love and know for many, many years now. You have more in that catalog, I'm sure.
Well, I was supposed to get more backup tracks, and I got only these two.
That's understandable.
Yes,
That's
yes.
understandable. A mashup setting the tone real nice for us this morning.
Right.
Best time
Or
of the year.
or if you want, the last song I could, if you got any time, I'll just sing because of your goodness, just let the people know.
Absolutely.
what I want to.
And
Right.
let's end on that note in just a bit. But let's continue the
Right.
discussion a bit here, Emrand. When you look
Go
at
ahead.
the true meaning of what Christmas should be, and all the commercialization we see now, are you worried somewhat that we're slowly losing the true essence of what the season should be?
Um, at the end of the day, I don't want to judge anybody, and put anybody on blast. But personally, when I have to tell you about like how I feel about Christmas, before I was married, right, Shannon,
Yeah.
I didn't like celebrating Christmas. I don't know
Yeah.
why, I just used to, it's Christmas time and that's it. But when I got married and now I have a family, I thank God for my wife. My wife goes all out for Christmas. I was like, why this woman is cooking so much? Why this woman is always buy me presents and stuff like that, And what happened is that I fell in love with the spirit behind Christmas. You understand? With the giving, with the receiving. I myself give gifts to my friends and to my family. So it's just an amazing time in the year. It's a time of giving, man. It's a time of love. Just like they say all year around Christmas, it's a time of giving and sharing. And I can tell you, I have experienced it with my own family. So other people, from where they are, they look at Christmas different than me. Sometimes people go to drink and party and stuff like that, but that's them. That's how they celebrate it. But for me, Christmas is a time with my family. It's a time with my daughters, And up here, when it snows, so
Yeah.
you got a different weather up here, and it's just a wonderful, beautiful feeling, man. And I thank God, like I said, for a family, for my wife and kids, and Christmas time, we just have a blast. We have a wonderful time.
Excellent.
And yes.
Excellent. Let's talk a bit about the giving, because that's what it's about, giving and sharing. Especially
Right.
now, Emrand, coming out of the pandemic. That's even more important for us to be considerate and try as much as possible to give a
That's
helping
right.
hand.
That's right. And what happened is that during the pandemic, it was very, very tough for us up here in America because, we had a lot of restrictions. You couldn't go out to shop without a mask. You had to do a lot of things. And, the pandemic brought a lot of families together. It brought us together, and it actually helped us celebrate life, because people were dying around us, and we were like, man, who's next? What's going on? And what happened is that we, instead of our families, started to drift away from each other, we got closer. We were always calling on each other, loving upon each other. And when Christmas came during the pandemic, man, everybody was thanking God for life, thanking God for the breath of life in us, because this thing was attacking our breath. And the breath is what God breathed into mankind. So we just thank God for the breath that is inside of us. We thank God for the breath of life and everything. So this whole pandemic just brought us together.
Excellent. What is your message for St. Lucians on the rock here at home, who perhaps don't have all the glamorous stuff like other families worldwide, but still want to have a slice of the festivities this year? What do you say to that household this morning?
What I say to the household is be grateful, be thankful, you know. Whatever you have. There are people who are wealthy, who are rich, they got a lot, and yet still they give out, but they still empty. And there you have somebody who might have a little, and they give it out of everything, out of everything in their heart, you know. And, you know, so whatever you got, just be thankful. Be grateful to God for providing. And when you're thankful to God, the little that He's given you, it will multiply. So you always have to wake up in the morning and say, God, I'm thankful. I'm grateful for providing for me. You might Jehovah Jireh, you know. So you might be looking at somebody else and say, man, that little bit of stuff thing I have there right now, you know. And look at this person have this, you know, and stuff. You never know what's happening behind closed doors. Sometimes you're more happy with that little bit that you got, you know. So be thankful, be grateful, and appreciate what God have given you.
Massive, massive. Excellent, Emrand. To wind down, and we'll get the last song in just a bit, because of His grace, is it? Or because of Him?
Because of His goodness.
Because of His goodness. We'll get it in just a bit. But one song, Emrand, and I have to go back perhaps
Right.
a decade plus now. One song which continues to grow and continues to live on. It's not going to get old from all writings on the wall.
Right.
That Star Quest song, What Is Going On? You still perform that song, Emrand?
I haven't performed the song in a while because I got so many songs, and I'm constantly like changing my sets.
Yeah.
But I've got requests to sing it like all over the world.
Yeah.
You know, for example, I'm going to St. Kitts and they want to hear it, but I didn't have it on my set. But
Yeah.
this song, when I wrote this song, right? I wrote this song from a place where I always watch the news, you know, always watch the news in St. Lucia, what's going on, what's happening. And I just compiled everything that was happening on the news and just ask the whole nation a question, what is going on?
Yeah.
You know, to create an awareness, you know, that we are in a spiritual battle. And our people, we just have to wake up, come together, unite, and destroy the plans of the enemy. Because, Shannon, nothing happens without unity, you know.
Absolutely.
Nothing happens without unity. And, you know, even now, the whole world is divided through politics. And I don't want my beautiful people of St. Lucia to be divided by politics, by class, by race. Man, we are human beings. Let's love each other on a human level. Let's spread love, you know. And the thing is that if we love each other, the enemy will not find a door to come in to cause hatred and stuff like that. So this is my message to my beautiful St. Lucians. And I love you guys. I love you guys with all of my heart.
But my brother, are you surprised at all that even years after, perhaps 16 years now before you first performed that song,
Right. Right.
you surprised at all that question is still unanswered in our little 238 square miles? What is going on?
Well, the thing is that I'm not surprised because human beings will be human beings, right? Crime will happen. Crime will happen. People would do things, make mistakes, or people will do things and people will die. But the thing is that the song raises the awareness all the time. Like when a crime happens, it's kind of like when you have a vaccine. It doesn't mean you ain't gonna get sick. You're not gonna get a cold, but you always have to go get this vaccine for the flu. You know, so this song is kind of like a vaccine. Every time, you know, something happens, you remind the island, hey, we gotta be aware. We gotta be aware of our enemy, the devil. You know, he's coming to kill, steal, and destroy. But crime will happen, but we just have to reduce it. We just have to reduce the crime, and we just have to stop certain crimes like the shootings, the murders. Because if all the men in St. Lucia keep killing themselves, who's going to protect our women? Who's going to protect our women? You know, so we need to love each other and not just protect our women, but protect our brothers, you know, our mothers, our fathers. We just can't go around just killing each other over like petty stuff sometimes, you know. Just be united and love each other.
Yeah, absolutely. I really, really wish we could have gotten that number on live this morning, but I know it's perhaps not in the catalog. Or is it nearby, the backing track?
I don't see it there.
Yeah, one of my all-time favorites, and I know it's still so relevant today.
Right.
That song, as Emrand says, he's getting requests globally for performance of what is going on. You remember it's in Lucia from his Starquest victory many moons ago. Emrand Henry now exclusively a gospel artist, doing great things. He is on tour. He's an international recording gospel artist. That's the
Amen.
official title, correct?
That's right. That's right. International gospel recording artist. I call myself Shannon St. Lucia's gospel music ambassador. You know.
Excellent.
Yeah. I remember when everyone was getting ambassadorship a couple of years ago. I was like, man, Emrand, what about Emrand Henry, you know? And, you know, what happened is that I said, you know, if nothing happens, I'm still going to call myself St. Lucia's Gospel Music Ambassador because I travel a lot carrying the beautiful flag. And like I tell people, whenever you book an artist, you book a whole island or a whole country. You know, you don't just book the person itself because we carry a whole culture. We carry a whole country by itself. So I thank God that I'm able and capable to represent my beautiful island on the international scene, the regional scene. So God is good.
Let's end this morning with that song which you produced following the birth of your two beautiful daughters.
Right.
Because of his greatness.
All right.
Emrand Henry live on Good Morning St. Lucia, the start of our Christmas program.
Yeah. St. Lucia, listen. When I think of your goodness, I have to think about my beautiful daughters. Yeah. We went to the doctor, trying to have a baby, but it's pressure and miscarriage. So I cry to the Father, Father God, remember me. Oh, all my bridges that are joining, telling Satan move away. Yeah. So we went back and tried again, asking God to open up and bless the womb again. I can testify that not only did He bless me with one child, I got two of them because of your goodness. I can testify because of your goodness. I know I'm alive because of your goodness. I can testify because of your goodness. I know I'm alive because of your goodness. The wicked cannot put the evil hands on me. I can see them watching, but I know that Father God alone protects me. Jesus, God, you love me. Your goodness and your mercy gonna follow me. I will trust you, Father, 'cause I know that you alone protect me. Oh, 'cause the God that I serve is a mighty God. Yes, the God
Lucia. Kaboom.
He's headed to St. Kitts and Nevis this weekend, and we look forward to him performing on St. Lucian soil in the not too distant future. Emrand Henry,
Amen.
thank you so very much for coming on this morning, my good man.
Thank you so much, Shannon. Thank you so much. And I know you've been a supporter from day one. I remember from way back.
From way back when I did radio, you know, I was
Yes,
one of
yes,
those
yes.
who always
Yes.
bust the music and always give the support.
Yes,
Nice
bro.
to see you still doing your thing, and we wish you
Yes.
continued blessings on the journey.
And I pray God continue to bless you, bro, and enlarge your territories. Thank you so much.
I give thanks. I give thanks.
Love you, St. Lucia. Love you so much.
Emrand Henry on with us this morning, international recording, gospel music artist, international St. Lucian gospel ambassador. My very special guest this morning on Good Morning St. Lucia, getting our Christmas programming all started this morning, getting it started on the right way. I'm so happy that we booked Emrand first. We'll have some more performances here as we get closer and closer to the Christmas season. We'll also have some traditional Christmas storytelling as well, and of course some giveaways. 'Tis the season to be merry. Merry Christmas and all the best for the festive season to you and your family. 8 o'clock the time now in St. Lucia. We take a quick commercial break, perhaps come back with the latest news headlines, and I have two guests who will join us this morning, one from the Bord Lake Correctional Facility and one from the Lions Club of Grosley, who will share exactly what has been done to assist some of the flood victims from the November 6th.